Imagine you have a big news story. Other YouTubers are covering your stuff. You know, Stellantis says they're going to make it right. And then, because they think that the exposure is off of them, they say, hey, we're going to fix it. We're going to fix the vehicle. And then they tell you it's fixed, and you come to pick it up, and it's not. What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And a while back here, not even, I think it was last week, right? We talked about the Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I showed you guys the videos of this thing going in reverse, doing all kinds of errors, doing all kinds of crazy stuff. In fact, let me just refresh your memory.
Going forward, but the reverse transmission is on. At least this time that gives me the miles per hour, which I think I'm going more than 3 miles an hour.
We're stopped. And we're still going 3.
Yep, stopped and still in reverse, but when I proceed...
And we're still going 3 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed.
There, now it just changed to the right one. Stopped at a light, says I'm going 30. Now it's going down. Moving forward.
At least it stopped going up. Now we're standing still, only going 9 miles an hour. It got up to 28.
And the car should now turn itself off. Because
At least now we're in drive.
So, vehicle is doing all of that crazy crap, right? And then, if you don't think that's enough, right? And then, the news does a story on it, which if you want to go see the other video, I'll try to link it in the description. But there's a whole news story in there. And, you know, the customer doesn't feel safe driving this Grand Cherokee. I wouldn't either. If the vehicle is going to decide to throw itself in reverse or do like the Wagoneer did, which we talked about here recently, when you're driving and all of a sudden the vehicle just loses power and throws the parking pin in while you're on the highway, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. I mean, imagine you bring it into the dealer and then they give you a loaner and they tell you they're going to fix it, and you've been driving around this Jeep Compass for 2 months, which you're well within the lemon law at that point, right? And I literally just got an email from Cronin Moss about them getting payments out for a customer now that had a similar issue in the Grand Cherokee. And I'm hoping that these customers have retained an attorney and start going after Stellantis with a lemon law claim, because they're now past 60 days and 3 repairs. And on the last repair, we showed you what the issue was with the vehicle. They said, come in, we got it fixed, it's good to go. It's supposed to be a brand new Jeep. They've owned it all of 5 days in 2 months. It's been to the dealership 3 times. They say it's fixed. They go to pick it up, and they did the right thing here. Now, some people would drive it home. They drove it out from the dealership. They drove down the block, started doing all the same bullshit, glitching, do whatever. Did a complete rectangle, came right back to the dealership and said, look, the car says it's in reverse. We're parked here to deal with what the F. The RPMs are saying 3,000 RPMs, the engine's not on. What is going on? And now the dealer has it again. It's stuff like this, and I get it. Stellantis will use the excuse of, oh, it's just a pin, it's something with the PCM, it's something with the wiring harness. Then replace all that shit. Or replace every single electrical component in the vehicle, all of it. Or buy it back. This is not difficult. Stellantis is refusing to buy it back though, because now what's crazy, I'm wondering if all of a sudden now that second quarter is closed, we're in July, if now they start buying back some of these vehicles because they just wanted to push it off so it wasn't on their books for the second quarter. That wouldn't surprise me at all, because those are losses when they have to buy those vehicles back. And they are in such a bad situation right now with how far down their sales have, literally crashed. It is the effing Titanic. There's no other way to put this. But the bigger concern for me is the consumer, right? The consumer who literally, I don't even know. I don't think I could drive it. You know me, I'm a crash test dummy. I don't really care. You guys know I drive the race car. I run, whether it's the Dale, I've done the Dale Jr. car on the street, so I don't care. But if it had to come to my family or people I cared about, would I put them in a vehicle like that and drive around? Nope. No. Just no. And that's, driving a car that's set up to be a race car. You think it would have like crazy safety features. Yeah. But driving a vehicle, you don't know what's going to happen, that it could just lock up the brakes or throw the parking pin at any point, destroying that part of the truck. Not to mention, the steering issues, the glitching, going into reverse while you're going forward. All of that is deeply concerning. And now, as I want to show you their recent comment, they just commented on a video we did about the Hornets that are having similar issues. And I want to show you this here. All right, so this is what I'm going to put the comment right here, but this is the customer that had the issue. A lot has happened since we first posted about our similar issue. They reflashed the computer, replaced the cluster, and more. We were informed last Tuesday by the dealership that our 24 Jeep Grand Cherokee Jeep cluster had successfully been replaced and our vehicle was ready for pickup. They said they test drove it and checked it out. We drove it approximately 2.5 miles in a square right back to the dealership because the issue was not fixed. So it appears the second cluster was defective as well. Well, you don't say. We purchased our brand new vehicle on May 2nd of 2024. Stellantis would not offer a refund buyback at the 40, 50, or 60-day marks. We took it back immediately for the third time after having it approximately 11 minutes. On July 2nd, we will hit the 60-day mark as Jeep Grand Cherokee Lemon owners. Even more frightening, we are not alone, since we check multiple Lemon Law boxes at this point, not functioning for 30 business days, and in service 3 times for the same issue. The Illinois Attorney General and NHTSA have been notified, and now we have to pay even more out of pocket to get out of this nightmare. I cannot believe they really do this to people. We could have gotten killed or killed somebody else. I really liked the vehicle. Most likely will never buy another Stellantis product again. And that sums it up. Stellantis is not just putting out a bad product and not refusing. They're burning customers. And then these customers' reviews are hitting channels like mine and OC Motivators and actual news media, which has covered this story. You think Stellantis would want this to go away? It's going to cost them more money in bad press and people not buying vehicles because of, they want to know why the numbers are down. Yeah, the numbers are down because your products are too frigging expensive. That's part of it. You have shit products with shit materials. That's part of it. But the other part of it is the fact that you do that to consumers. And when they see it and they see the stories and the media and people are third-rate YouTubers like us cover it, nobody wants to buy your crap. So fix it again, Tavares. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody will get that reference. But you are systematically yourself destroying every brand that used to be Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, please stay petty, my